After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 52 at the mark. Check 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Jaguars.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? I'm scared. Strong right. Alert. 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the 50, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert 3. Kill. Take 3. 218, chop it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Down. 8, read. 2 right here. Coming to you. 552. Look at me. Score. That's all right.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 52. You run. Hey, lock it. Check 24.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Say, 80 weapons, a alpha. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 52, come on. Ready? Mike 52, Mike 52. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now back to throw. Completes it to Davis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
No. Blue draw Porkers. 127. Here we go.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Jaguars.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Jet bombers. 5. Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Desmond King picks it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's got it to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. First and 10 at the 19.
Check, 47. Come on, baby.
Newton to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check three. Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me, zipper. Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Four down. He's coming. He's express. Double up. Big edge.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Newton now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
It's going to be a long gun. 26 months. You're trapped.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton step and a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. And that QB's trash. Let's go. Express. Stay in open. Gun. Hey. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
6-6, pull it high. Check 52. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yep.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 52. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing is Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
20.
Only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
General West.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go. Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We got 3. We got squeeze. Out, 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 out. Step.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, we got now. Check 9. Back to the mic.
Now it's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Topper. Check 4.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit. Fit your team right now.
28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room. 49. Check 49.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Set. 10-2 soft.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99.
Hard. Get it.
On third down, this is Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lambo is good, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now it's Newton. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Crunch. Back.
Now Gordon on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Desmond King making the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Leo. Let's go.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground.
Check.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the slant. Switch. Check nickel. Check.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
52's the mic. Yeah.
X3. 218 Chopper. Big grip.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Set up. 70 Indy.
Slam.
Hey.
Hey, right 52.
Hit it.
They run again with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Down.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, exit.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Rip right.
Rip down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Newton now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready? Ready? Down to lose 1. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get it.
Now Jackson. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Richards. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Richards, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Check 25. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. Richards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check.
Go on. Now.
On 3rd down, it's Richards. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
You got it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
52's the money. I got you, boy.
Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put